But if you could just ask her, she's, just a little bit more of that message.
We actually were talking earlier, and fellow Clevelanders here, and let me get your name first.
Susan.
Susan, why are you here? And of course, you're here amidst a backdrop of very different people than yourself, both in appearance and in what you believe, correct?
Yes. Well, I think we all want the same thing for our country. We want America to be a safe, happy, loving, and prosperous place. And I wanted to come to show Trump supporters that although I may not look like them, that we want the same things and we don't want hate. We want organized, peaceful elections, organized, peaceful protests. We want the same thing. Donald Trump is like the Nene Leach of politics. He's like I don't know. He's
the
just
reference to the Housewives of Atlanta there, in case anyone doesn't know. I should point out, Poppy, you actually were talking about you were fearful being here.
yes. And when I've been involved in politics all my life and been to many rallies and was recently at the Black Lives Matter rally. And for the first time ever, when we were driving up into the IX Center, I was scared. And my son actually didn't want me to come because he was scared also. But I felt like I had to just to show people that although I don't look like them, although we may not look like each other, we can still respect each other and have a respectful dialogue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome back. We
Thank
love
you.
you.
Yes, Poppy, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And Marty, I'd also like to hear from one of the other folks behind you who is sort of on the opposite side of all of this.
Sure. Okay. Let me see what I can do. How about a young man? Obviously, now you represent and will vote for or have voted for
Yeah,
Donald
supporting
Trump?
Donald Trump, yes.
Okay. So we were just talking about people's attitudes of hatred, whether that is reflective. There has been a lot of criticism.
I can't hear you.
There's been a lot of criticism of Donald Trump
Yes.
and his supporters of being very much against people of different ethnicities, different backgrounds, races, not inclusive. What do you say to that?
I think he's trying to just make America great again by bringing everyone
So that's a good catchphrase.
by
What are your
bringing
feelings?
everyone together, because right now we're so divided in America, and I believe he can really bring us together unlike Barack Obama's done.
How does he do that with the language and the words that have been expressed by him?
I don't think his language has the problem. It's just people are too offended in some ways by what he says, but he just wants to get stuff done in America.
And what of the violence last night?
What was that?
What of the violence last night?
Well, as you saw, a lot of them were very Sanders and Hillary Clinton supporters. So it's not, they said it was all his supporters that were starting the violence and everything, but they were bringing it to him, and they were just supporting Trump and defending him.
Thank you. Thank you. So there you go. Just two opinions.